Hi, I'm Blythe Stevens, MFA Bliss Catalyst and creator of A Blythe Coach, here to help multi-passionate creatives dance through their difficulties. And I like to do a monthly and quarterly check-in on my creative process, my declared projects, including major events in my life, a flip through of my bullet journal, and an update on my favorite creative materials of the period, which I will then also summarize along with highlights of the month, quarter, and year on the blog at ablythecoach.com. So I like to write articles that include reflection on my personal process and life events, and also changes, improvements, systems that I hope might help my future self and also other multi-passionate creatives. Hello, gentle person. My Auntie Colleen gave me this card for my birthday. She actually sent it so I would receive it along with a package to my mom while we were visiting in Kailua Kona, and my birthday was filled with joy and adventure, as was all of June, my favorite month, my birthday month, Pride Month. I'm celebrating here with some of my Pride stickers, lots of strawberry washi tape and stickers and packaging and roses and flowers, rainbows, and all of my favorite things in honor of this special month that is also the transition from spring into summer and holds a lot of other holidays important to me, including Loving Day, Juneteenth, World Refugees Day, Father's Day, the summer solstice, some special events, including the amazing exhibition of the life's work of Yayoi Kusama at Museum Ludwig. It's sold out, and with good reason, an amazing exhibition that is now moving to Amsterdam next, the Stedelijk Museum, or however you pronounce that. Also a cool museum, which I was lucky enough to get to visit for the Maria Abramovich exhibition. Ooh, a couple years ago? What year was that? Time is weird, but June was lovely. Was a hard-working month, also a playful month. I was able to finish one book every summer after by Carly Fortune, the second book of hers that I have read, and a charming love story. I'm sure I was listening to something. We'll have to go back and populate this. Did see a really cool film, the Germaine Acogny, sorry, it's French. And then the title is German, Der Essenz des Tanzes, the essence of the dance. I saw that in the theater with a couple of friends who also love dance. Really amazing, again, collection, sort of a history of excerpts of her life's work and current work. She's continuing to choreograph and perform and lead a dance school and performing arts center. That Yayoi Kusama exhibition was one of the most impactful things that I did see. And then also there was a second season of the Four Seasons series, and I love that series. So I really enjoyed not quite binging that, but viewing all of that. The birthday card from my Uncle Andy and Aunt Vivian was also extremely cute and suitable to me. Participating in self-defense, Krav Maga, with one of my elective classes, a girl power elective, in which we do everything from sport to arts to important life skills. That was really cool. I actually learned some things that I did not already know about self-defense that are really nice techniques to have in the tool belt. Ice cream, another theme of the month. Treats, strawberries and berries of all kinds, blueberries, nectarines. I love to eat fruits and vegetables at this time of year. That was the first week in June where we saw that exhibition and also got to play Hitster with friends. So fun, and see some family here. Walked the kitty, had some nice times together, had a lot of fun doing a little rainbow and feather stamping inspired by this origami paper and a pride theme. The second week in June, I saw that film. Here's the info for it. Germaine Accogne de Essence Distances. Very cool. And a full week of teaching, a photo shoot for the dance studio, a lot of dancing. Another birthday card came. This one from my Auntie Karen. So pretty, suits me. See what I was saying about the butterflies and the flowers and the strawberries and the rainbows. Her return address stamp had a rainbow heart that fits my monthly theme so perfectly. Baked some cookies for one of my classes, spent time with friends, even went bowling. Lots of socializing this week and the following week, which was my actual birthday week. One of my gifts is a gift certificate for a new pair of pointe shoe, my first new pair in decades, and I'm really looking forward to being refitted and ordering from Gainer Minden. It's been a long time, but I do like to play at least a little bit on point, and I will need a new pair of shoes for that, as my old ones are no longer supporting the way they once did. Here's a bag from one of my gifts that just matched my theme so well. Also, on the summer solstice, I made some chamomile sun tea. And I got my card perfect timing from my mom and dad. And I worked hard and played hard. Got to see Ayla's mom returning from a trip to the US, including Area 51 and Vegas and all kinds of cool spots in the West. Had a chill birthday. This year I really didn't feel like I had the time or energy to plan anything involved, complicated, demanding for my birthday, so I kept it simple and really enjoyed that thanks to Ayla. It was still very festive and the weather was extremely hot, so it was good that we celebrated at home and not in an outdoor location where it would have been too hot. Here is the envelope from my card from my Auntie Colleen, which I'm looking forward to using actually probably in my next bullet journal for my summer arts and crafts camp spread. We've got a little camping situation that will be perfect for that. And yeah, had a nice heavy teaching week with some substitute teaching, and then had a really lovely weekend. A very low energy, easy peasy summer solstice celebration, and got to chat with my dad for Father's Day a little bit. And then the last week in June, it was a full-on heat wave. It was even hotter, maybe the hottest feeling heat I've ever experienced. I think I've experienced hotter temperatures, but because of the architecture and just the way things are here in Cologne, it feels crazy hot. It was almost 40 degrees Celsius. And had sort of a normal teaching week, except for the fact that elective classes got canceled due to the heat. It was going to be too hot in the school buildings. They are not made for that. And then Ayla had her annual karate retreat, so I had some time alone with the cat over the weekend where I was able to do some journaling, do some nothing because it was so hot you could do nothing, and catch up a little bit on chores after birthday and things. Got some teaching logging happening, of course, in the book. And we've got space in here as well to print some photos from the trip home. There's home. I love this spread. It's downtown Kailua Kona and Hualalai Mountain. And yeah, so more journaling about the trip, especially photos, little mini photos that I print out. Here is Uncle Billy's Hotel, formerly Uncle Billy's Hotel, which has been completely renovated, and I'm excited it's going to be operating again. Hope to go check out that cocktail bar next time I go home. The beautiful sunsets there, which I thought could become an engagement spread because, yeah, we got engaged with the sunset. And got some lovely, for kids, brochure for the Yayoi Kusama exhibit. And I did enjoy, what did I do? I mostly took notes on some of the ideas and inspirations and words that came up. Nets, Pacific Ocean, bud, flower, self-obliteration, dots. These are the media that she works in: ink, gouache, oil, fabric, spray paint, photo, video, happenings, dress, I don't know what I said there. Poems, novels, stories, balloons, fashion, eternity. It's everything from non-titled to every day I pray for love, nudity, pumpkins, phalluses, flowers. Yeah, it was amazing, amazing. Will continue to be an inspiration for time to come. This is one of the grocery stores at home, my ink swatches while I was working in this book. And that is quarter 2. Still have, I think, some stats to gather for June. That's right, in terms of videos and articles and all that kind of stuff. But it was a beautiful month. It was a beautiful quarter. I can't believe this is in real time as I'm recording the last day of quarter 2 and that we're already rolling into quarter 3. It's been such a action pack and productive time, but also in some ways I've had to scale back. I had sort of at least the sense of different energy, less energy. Haven't published as many articles, but have been keeping consistent with videos. I've reduced from weekly emails to monthly, which I would like to get back to weekly. It feels like one bigger task with a monthly email rather than 4 smaller tasks weekly, if that makes sense. I'd rather check in more often and more consistently, say less rather than having to compile more and say more. And I think people want to read less as well in email format. At least I do like to keep it short and sweet when I'm reading, especially digitally. But yeah, journaling's been wonderful. My books have been great. My favorite pens and inks have been a great support to my creative practices. I feel so well resourced when it comes to journals and stationery and pens and inks and washi tape and stamps. I got some stamps for my birthday and a gift certificate and some new calligraphy nibs for a dip pen, which I'm excited to explore. I've got another sneak peek, a new obsession in this teeny tiny little mini traveler's book. I'm making some micro collages. I'm excited for a bit of a lighter schedule over the summer. In later July and early August, we'll continue to dance and teach and share my favorite things and current things and resources for dancers and creative people, but also be playful, go visit my friends, the roses in the rose garden, continue to eat tons of fruit and vegetables and fresh things while they are in season. Get outside. And I'm curious what you're doing this season. How was your last season or month or period? And what do you plan? What do you envision? What could you use help with moving into your next season? Take good care of yourself and pay attention. Until then.